Okay, should be good. Hello and welcome to the next gaming series. I am Jason, and now that I got my mic fully functional for you guys, we've got an amazing matchup tonight. A-MEI-ZING versus Lurk Patrol, NA, out of the B West Division. Number 1 seed versus number 4. And looks like we got both of these teams heading on in to the lobby, and we should be ready in just a second. So, of course, number 1 versus number 4 seed. A-MEI-ZING has been incredibly strong this season. They have looked almost unstoppable. However, the one team that's been able to take a game off of them all season is indeed Lurk Patrol. And so it'll be interesting to see if they can replicate and bottle exactly what they did to be able to make that happen. But it looks like we are about ready to go into map number 1, which is going to be on Barax's Holdout. And our game sound seems a little bit low. Let's go ahead and pump that up a bit. There we go. All right. My audio levels are looking a little strained. I'm not quite sure why. It's pretty strange. But anyway, on we go to Barax's Holdout. And Archangel, thank you. I appreciate it. But we got it working. And first ban outs, Zarya over on the side of A-MEI-ZING, not wanting to see any Lurk Patrol pushing cheese, which makes a lot of sense. Lurk Patrol responding with the Genji ban, so instantly targeting out Lasai and the incredibly strong reset comps that we've seen. And apparently Maiev is still not allowed. I actually was not aware of that, so good to know. Good to know. And so we are going to see the Malfurion coming out first here from A-MEI-ZING. Very interesting pickup here. We don't often see Lightnex on the Malfurion. His favored healers this season have been Anna as well as Alexstrasza. So seeing the Malf come out here, very interesting here in Game 1. This is, of course, a best of 3 series. So it's worth noting that the structure that we normally see for NGS is that the maps are picked before, and then we play through all the games. But in this one, it is picked. Only the game 1 is picked, so we don't know exactly what maps we're gonna see for game 2 and 3. Braxis was the first pick after the coin toss was won by A-MEI-ZING. They elected for the first pick. Lieutenant Doggo, thank you very much for the follow, by the way. The map bans came out for Tomb of the Spider Queen for A-MEI-ZING, and then Battlefield of Eternity for Lurk Patrol. So we will not be seeing those maps tonight. So we'll see what these teams want to pick up in the next round. But for now, we've got Malthael and ETC picked up, and we've seen a lot of Malthael being incredibly strong. Definitely one of the strongest solo laners, and ever since we started to see more Malthael players go the way of that Last Rites ultimate, we've seen him become more and more popular and stronger in that front line. Being able to self-sustain a lot is pretty good in this mostly solo support meta. As I say that, though, we're going to see Tassadar come out for A-MEI-ZING and make this a double support comp, along with the Jaina. So a lot of burst damage from the Jaina. A lot of constant slow damage, or very high burst damage, depending on how she wants to use those abilities. Has the single highest burst potential in the game with that combo of damage, but not always the easiest to hit, particularly without good setup. So we'll have to see what A-MEI-ZING wants to do in the setup department. And the Tassadar is also very interesting here. We've seen tasks fall off a little bit. But Lurk Patrol actually banning out the Illidan, so makes me think maybe they've been doing their scouting. It's a Lurk Patrol special for them to be doing the scouting and getting some good information to be able to help them out and even obtain some upsets like in their match against A-MEI-ZING last round. So we will see ban coming out here from A-MEI-ZING, cycling through quite a few different selections. You know, do they want to ban the Gul'dan, the Chromie, the Gul'dan seems likely, but also you know, you would think burst damage to pair with the Malthael against the Malfurion, which is going to be slow, sustained healing. They've already got the Malthael that's slow, sustained damage. You wouldn't think they would want the Gul'dan. Plus, the Malfurion's already pretty good at countering the Gul'dan heals. Worth noting that Gul'dan is a very strong wave clear hero. So that could be part of the reason that they're going for that ban. But either way, see 2 picks coming up here for Lurk Patrol. They probably want to find something with some good burst damage potential to be able to burst through that double support on the other side. I'm not sure I like their odds of out-sustaining a Malfurion and Tassadar comp. So what I'd really like to see from Lurk Patrol here is, you know, possibly a burst damage mage. They could decide to also save their support for last to see what A-MEI-ZING's comp is going to look like. At this point, there's not going to be any supports that are taken off the board. But if they pick the rest of their comp other than the support, does give A-MEI-ZING the opportunity to counter it. So they will pick up the support now. The Alexstrasza comes out, and they'll get some burst damage potential with the Kael'thas. Of the mages, he's one of the least actual bursty in terms of his DPS, but he does deal quite a lot of damage with those bombs, or with the Q, to be able to really put a lot of pressure on the points. Meanwhile, we got Hanzo coming out on the other side for A-MEI-ZING. Hanzo, of course, does have some pretty interesting advantages here on Braxis Holdout. Scattershot can be a little bit difficult to maneuver around some maps, but not Braxis. There's a lot of very easy control points and easy angles that you can get in on these beacons. So not surprised to see the Hanzo. Seen a lot of Hanzo from A-MEI-ZING so far this season as well. They've already proven that they're very strong on it. And the Garrosh coming out. So that's another thing that we've seen be popular here on Braxis Holdout. The sustain that Garrosh can give, the point control. Also, he's just plain scary when you consider the fact that he can throw you out of position so easily when he's on these beacon points and fighting. Be able to throw you into the enemy team, because you have to come to Garrosh when he's on the beacon point if you want to contest it. You know, some maps you can just keep your distance and poke down Garrosh. This is not one of those maps. If Garrosh is on the point, you're going to have to either concede the point and poke him down, or you have to contest him there. Put yourself in a rough position to be thrown. Not a huge problem for ETC, though, as he does have the slide and the face melt for disengage. So we are going to see the Tyrael coming out, so even more point control. It also begs the question for Lurk Patrol, who's going to be in the solo lane? We could see either the Tyrael or the Malthael, but triple frontline here. So they're looking to be very aggressive against this double support comp of A-MEI-ZING. And I gotta say, I really like that here on Braxis Holdout, when you have the ability to go in there. Oh, FPS Nate, the map bans. Battlefield of Eternity, banned out by Lurk Patrol, and Tomb of the Spider Queen, banned out by A-MEI-ZING. Not in that order. It's actually reverse order. But yeah. All right, I think the best of 3 thing is working. I think we got it all under control. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the NGS playoffs. We're loading in here for game number 1 on Braxis Holdout. The 4th seed Lurk Patrol versus the 1st seed A-MEI-ZING. And once we had tallied it all up, it was an 88% likelihood that A-MEI-ZING was going to win this matchup overall. Which, Lurk Patrol, you know, has been one of those teams that you wouldn't say that they're super consistent. You know, they get wins again. They get draws against teams that they should be dominated by. They end up drawing against teams they probably should dominate this season. But undefeated, no losses all season long. One of the highest amount of draws in NGS for the entire league, however. So they were able to barely squeak in over this other team. I don't know. We won't mention any names. But barely making it into fourth there at the end. Somebody's on a toaster. All right, looks like we got everybody in. All right, game number 1, Braxis Holdout. First on the left, it is Lurk Patrol NA, your 4th seed out of the B West division. Ace is going to be on the Tyrael, Gunny on Kael'thas, Manby is going to be on the Malthael, Ektar on Alex Straza, and Radic is on the ETC. On the right, your 1st seed out of the B West division, A-MEI-ZING. It is going to be Lasai on the Jaina, Lightnex on the Malfurion, Hayes is going to be on the Hanzo, Nukes for Kids on the Garrosh, and we're going to have Kazin on the Tassadar. It looks like both teams are going to go ahead and respect the general meta here on Braxis Holdout and send 4 members to the bot lane, 1 member to the top lane for those solos. It is going to be Tassadar versus Malthael up in that top lane. A matchup that should favor Tassadar with the ranged abilities that he has. Malthael will have to try to utilize the wave clear and sustain potential that he can get in lane if he wants to keep up with that matchup. But meanwhile, we do see in the bottom lane here, this 4v4 Ace is going to get tossed. But he'll be able to easily escape out with that Aldruin's backwards. A little bit of a favorable wave clear there for Lurk Patrol. There's plenty of wave clear coming in from the Jaina and the Hanzo, however, for A-MEI-ZING. So, and there it is again. You see Radic stepping up, getting tossed, but that's fine. He's got the slide to disengage. So really, if Nukes for Kids wants to get a whole lot of value here on the Garrosh, he's going to have to end up picking up one of the backliners. If he gets a toss onto Gunny or Ektar, then they are going to have some issues over on the side of Lurk Patrol. But otherwise, there's a lot of poke here. And I would say that Lurk Patrol does have the engage that they need to be able to try to get up onto these beacon points here in the bot lane and do their best to try to force. However, they are going to be a little bit late to the party on that one. We're actually going to see the pause coming out. All right, so we'll go ahead and back up and give you guys another lovely view at the Abathur hat. Decided to break it out for the playoffs tonight. I want to thank everybody for staying up late and checking out this nightcap here for NGS. All right, so we are going to get this back in. All right. Meanwhile, Radic gets tossed into range, but however, you got to look at Lurk Patrol getting in here. Gunny getting kind of low. Nukes for Kids does get the knock up onto him, but we see them capture the beacon. They'll be able to charge 30% off of that engage, and for now, A-MEI-ZING will take back the bottom lane. They do have quite a bit of sustained pressure here, especially on the point when Lightnex is able to get those Moonfires out to be able to get extra healing off of those Q spreads with the Moonfire. Ace gets tossed in, but he'll be able to just scoot his way on out. And for now, Ace actually getting very low. Lasai goes in and does get some nice damage out onto him. Take a quick look up here at the top lane. Manby has been dominating the beacon point. Long fight there. We'll see right now the side of Lurk Patrol getting started on their camp. Be able to get a little bit of extra lane pressure here. Malfurion actually had to back for mana, so they actually get a nice advantage there in terms of being able to get him topped off on mana, but then still be able to come back in and not lose the beacon point. However, eventually A-MEI-ZING is going to have to change up something here, because Lurk Patrol NA is going to have the opportunity to be able to capture this bottom beacon point, at least from time to time. You see them right now. They're going to go ahead and rotate to it. They have the healing. They have nice zoning tools, and nobody over on the side of A-MEI-ZING is going to be able to step onto this. And so they are going to get some charge here. And even if A-MEI-ZING is able to inevitably get the damage and the power needed. By the way, Ektar hitting a huge Dragon Queen to be able to hold this point. That's actually going to secure them this bottom beacon for a while, allow him to save Gunny. But as I was saying, eventually they're just going to be able to cap this. The Tassadar could not win against the Malthael up in the top. So they'll be able to capture the first Zerg wave, and it's going to be 100-0. And we'll see the Zerg piling on out of that pen. They walk their way on down through the bottom lane. It's going to be a lot of pressure onto this bottom fort front wall. Jaina will give some wave clear, but not quite able to clear up a whole lot of the Zerg wave there. Got some of the smaller Zerg, but all the big ones are still up here. Nukes for Kids very deep here. They're looking to punish him for it. They get the Flame Strike out onto him after the slide. They get him low, but once again, Garrosh getting more and more tanky the low health he gets. Lower. And we'll see them going ahead and pushing in here. Getting the entire fort front wall. Getting a little bit of damage. And also very important, getting the healing well. Nukes for Kids tossing Radic over his shoulder, but once again, let's power slide away. And they'll be able to clear up the Guardians without too much trouble after they pressure Lurk Patrol back. But for now, no kills. Very passive game one so far by both of these teams. They're both playing smart and carefully, feeling each other out a little bit. But gotta give the advantage to Lurk Patrol. They get that, get a little bit of extra structure damage down there. They get the healing well, so whoever ends up in bottom for this next phase will not really be able to sustain down there. Meanwhile, both teams going to go ahead and capture their hard camps. We'll see a little bit of a quicker response here in bot to clear it up, but both teams look like they are going to head in that direction to start clearing those hard camps up. Blank, possibly, coming in from A-MEI-ZING, but it looks like they're just going to go straight in on it. Nukes for Kids will toss Ace. Alderuin's out. And once again, nobody really getting much of anything here. We do see Gunny going ahead and bravely taking on the fire bats here. Okay, he just needed a couple of heals there from Ektar. He's fine. Radic does get hit by the root after the toss there, but the slide out was more than enough to give him enough room from Lasai. I like this response from A-MEI-ZING. They have gone ahead and sent Hanzo up to the top lane to be able to try to contest that Malthael a little bit more. They're able to clear up the camp. They get their own camp pushing in top. Meanwhile, the side of A-MEI-ZING looking to try and punish Lurk Patrol for being in deep here. Radic getting poked a little bit. Down to about half health, but eventually does end up getting out. In the top, Manby and Kazin doing work up here. Kazin actually getting the better of this with those with the camp. We'll see them capturing both beacons here. And for now, it looks like they're going to hold. Malthael will go ahead and go in onto the Tassadar up on top there, be able to pressure him back for the moment. So we'll stop at 52%. But still, that's a pretty sizable Zerg charge to start this off. It looks like they're actually going to go ahead and send the Malthael down here. They're going to try and outnumber them. Oh, Ektar gets tossed in. 22 health, but is able to make it out. Malfurion goes down. Gelthos also finishing the Q quest there. So Tassadar does recap the top. They get a little bit more Zerg charge there, but now level 10s are in at this point for the side of Lurk Patrol. They cap the bottom. Manby is coming back to the top, and he should be able to cap this off of the Tassadar shortly. Up to see if he decides to contest him. Doesn't want to step out too far because here comes Lurk Patrol. We'll be able to cap this point. But on the other side, Hayes is capping, so get a whole 2% for Lurk Patrol there. Let's take a look at these heroics. We are going to have Sanctification, Last Rites, Cleansing Flame, Mosh Pit, and Phoenix for the side of Lurk Patrol. As we see Nukes for Kids actually tossing Radic in. Twilight Dream coming out from Lightnex, and Radic gets blown up from a bunch of different damage sources. We do see Malthael in the bot lane capping the beacon point. So we'll get 26 charge now for the side of Lurk Patrol. But they're able to recap the top. Oh, last rights onto Hanzo. Man is able to finish that off. I'm sorry about that, folks. I thought I had my push to mute on. I guess I did not. I'll have to fix that one after this match is over. But we will see, for now, the side of Lurk Patrol able to take advantage off of that pick onto the Hanzo. They cap the bot beacon. Manby comes up here and will cap the top beacon along with the rest of Lurk Patrol. And they are charging it up. 88% over on the side of A-MEI-ZING, however, so they're not going to get a lot of advantage out of this. So it looks like for now, Lurk Patrol is just going to send Malthael to the bot lane to go ahead and try to clear that. All 5 members, however, of A-MEI-ZING are up here. And here comes the Zerg wave onto the front wall. Going to take yet another front wall away from A-MEI-ZING. Should also be able to get the well before this is said and done. I'm doing some pretty solid sustained healing here for the side of A-MEI-ZING. Keeping themselves nice and topped off. Ektar actually stepping forward, almost getting caught out by Nukes for Kids there. And you can see Nukes is looking for Ektar. Not quite able to get in range, however. Zerg wave has been cleared up in the bot. A single Guardian left, and it's on its last, not leg, but wing, I suppose. Radic gets tossed in, is able to get out, however. Kazan actually popping the Archon there to push them back. Oh, meanwhile, Nukes goes in, does hit that, but oh, gets hit by the last rights. Gonna end up falling here. It's gonna be a 1-for-0. As we do see Ektar going ahead and popping that Dragon Queen, will allow them to push in and get a little bit extra onto this top fort. And Lurk Patrol is on patrol here on Brax's holdout. They had a plan. They had a comp ready. They've done a very nice job of taking advantage of that so far.
Let's give them hell.
Gonna go ahead and steal away the top camp of A-MEI-ZING. Well, not quite its full 2-level lead, but a little more than a level now for Lurk Patrol. Level 13s will be coming in soon here for A-MEI-ZING, and they will start to be able to contest. Be plenty of time before this next beacon phase.
Here we go.
Boss checked there. Camps being taken everywhere, but 3-to-1 exchange on the camps there for Lurk Patrol. They take a nice advantage there. By the way, we haven't talked about the heroics over on A-MEI-ZING yet. It is going to be the Twilight Dream Water Elemental Dragon Arrow, Archon, and the Warlord's Challenge for Amazing. See Radic going in, gets the slide and the mosh pit onto just Lasai. The follow-up, not quite there. Last Rites comes down, and that is going to be enough to finish off Jaina. And that's a huge pick for Lurk Patrol. At this point in the game, Amazing is down a level. And we're going to see Lurk Patrol be able to instantly rotate out here and get these beacons. Oh, meanwhile, the bush gank is on. Amazing trying to rotate safe, but Lightnex, oh! He goes in towards the bush, does not face check it though, backs up. And for now, they're just watching to see where Amazing goes. They're going to try to see if they can force a fight here, but the beacons are charging. Nukes for Kids does get onto the beacon point. And they're looking for an engage on the back line. Radic, I think, maybe had the angle, but all 5 members of Amazing are together. And Lurk Patrol NA could not be more split. They do catch out Ace. Lightnex even going in with the Twilight Dream, but they are not able to finish him off here. And Lasai is getting very low. The boss has been aggroed. And now, after that bottom recaptured here by Lurk Patrol, they have yet another full Zerg wave, 100-0. And right now, Lurk Patrol just playing the macro. They're not giving Amazing the team fights that they want. They're not giving them good engages. And as soon as this front wall goes down, that's going to be level 16 for Lurk Patrol. They're going to be able to take advantage of that talent tier as well. Things looking good here for Lurk Patrol NA in game number 1. Yeah, I apologize, Nate. That was definitely a reportable offense. I take full responsibility for it. Meanwhile, we do see level 16s picked up here for Lurk Patrol. They get the front wall down. Once again, Amazing's got pretty good clear for the Zerg waves. They do get it down before a whole lot of keep damage comes down. Only the Guardians left spitting that acid. But they are chunking down the keep a little bit here. Right now, Lurk Patrol just trying to guard the Guardians, but will eventually back off here. Deciding not to force with those level 16s. I don't know. It's a questionable call. Looks like Lurk Patrol might be trying to reset. See if they can find somebody to force. Gunny, however, stepping forward against Nukes. Almost gets hit by the combo there. But we'll see the Holy Ground able to isolate Nukes for Kids. Ace having to drop the Sanctification to save himself there, and Nukes gets very low. Almost gets taken down by Gunny's Q. Will at least allow Lurk Patrol to turn around and steal the camp.
Hot footing out there.
Got a lot to clear in top lane. Could possibly be looking for boss, but it looks like right now they're just going back to looking for good old-fashioned ganks and trying to catch somebody out. Radic does get tossed, but does have the slide back up at that point. Able to slide his way on out. And for now, it's the cat and mouse game. Let me say for the record, ladies and gentlemen, Amazing not used to playing the mouse in this scenario this season. And if there's ever one map that you don't want to have to play that end of the cat and mouse game, it is Brax's Holdout. One of the toughest maps to play from behind. Because when you're down a talent tier like this, you just can't come out onto the map and contest. There's no good escape angle. Ace does get tossed in. Will Aldruin's out and has the Holy Ground to get out. Ace just kind of standing there with Kazan. That auto attack beam. But, you know, again, you look at level 16, not anywhere around for Amazing right now. These beacons are up. This is where they want to be able to contest this. Bottom keep taking a little bit of damage from this camp. A little bit more. I like this call from Lurk Patrol. They split out. They get good soak in top. They get both of these camps. And now they'll be able to get one of these beacons. And now Amazing's got to choose. You know, do they want to clear up these camps? Do they want to try to contest down 16. You know, they got to soak the 16. So they'll clear the bot. But this is going to give Lurk Patrol the chance to come down and engage on him. And they are here. Radic looking to go in. Actually, we'll just recapture the beacon instead. But still, level 16 is now in for the side of A-MEI-ZING. Looks like they're looking to fight. Kaizen goes ahead and pops the Archon. They do toss Ace over. Dragon's Arrow comes out, stunning 3. However, the Twilight not quite able to get the desired effect there. Big Sanctification coming down along with the Cleansing Flame. They are able to successfully ward off the attack here of A-MEI-ZING. Kaizen's caught out, and he's going to go down. And this is not good, ladies and gentlemen. There is a camp pushing in the top lane, and a full Zerg wave is going to be not far behind. And once again, Lurk Patrol winning the Zerg exchange. It looks like for now they're just going to push in bot lane. Going to be able to easily secure themselves a keep here. Ace tanking that very easily. In top lane, the Zerg wave is being stopped, but Nukes taking a lot of damage as the Zerg wave is going to go ahead and get on to the keep. And did I mention, here comes Lurk Patrol. They are going to go in and try to maybe finish the game here. They get the keep. They are moving on towards the core. Looking for picks here is Lurk Patrol. They don't have 20, but they do have still a sizable wave here in top, and they're able to pick off the Garrosh. Manby able to just barely get out of the way of that Dragon's Arrow. Radic goes in, hits the mosh pit to zone. The core is falling here, 50%. Huge Twilight Dream from Lightnex with that Astral, well, actually not with Astral Communion. He just walked in and did it. Radic is going to end up going down. The Zerg are still pushing here, but it's not going to be enough, and the core wipe at 20% as Lurk Patrol gets 5 for 1. This is exactly what A-MEI-ZING needed to try and get back into the game. Lightnex pinging as fast as he can for this boss. And that is going to be the prize that they elect to take here. But you look at Lurk Patrol and their structures here. 0 structures on the map left for A-MEI-ZING. Unless you count that mid-wall stuff, but why would you? They're doing a nice job of splitting up, but Hanzo gets taken down. Oh my goodness. That's not something you see every day, ladies and gentlemen. Hanzo falling to the boss. Very tough boss here on Brax's holdout, I will admit. Definitely the highest damage dealing boss. But meanwhile, Lurk Patrol is coming back, and with 20% on the core, at any point here, they could really go in and backdoor this. And that looks like what they're going to do. They're not really looking to go clear these lanes and these camps. Ace has come in here in time to be able to steal this away. Nukes for Kids getting caught out by the Holy Ground. Phoenix coming in as well to try and harass. But it looks like for now they're just going to go ahead and take the camp. The boss still pushing in the top lane. Still has a decent amount of health, but it looks like for now they're more interested in the core. Radic gets tossed into the remaining members of A-MEI-ZING. Dragon's Arrow coming back from the core, and Gunny gets blown up by that Twilight Dream from Lightnex and that damage from Jaina and Tassadar as well. Boss still pushing in the top lane, but the beacon phase is up here. Level 20 actually coming in first for A-MEI-ZING, which is a little bit surprising based on how this game has been going. They are able to catch up in XP with all these late game kills. They don't have any structures. That's really the problem. They have to constantly answer to this catapult pressure and the insta-cap here by Lurk Patrol. We will see them recapping top, so 30% charged. 13 seconds on the Kael'thas. For now, we're going to see the level 20s coming in as well for Lurk Patrol. Camp going to be captured here for A-MEI-ZING. will counter a little bit of this pressure in top, but you can already see that the bottom lane is pushing in. Bottom lane is where the Zerg wave is going to be. 62% caps now for Lurk Patrol as they recap the top. A-MEI-ZING recaps the bot. Lurk Patrol, sharking around. Recapturing bot. Nukes for kids. Tossing in ace. Not going to be enough. Taunts him. Four-man mosh pit in the back, though, from Radic. Able to slow the advance. The Cleansing Flame comes out just in time to be able to save Alex Straza. And able to also save Gunny on the back end there. A 3-for-0 exchange. Lurk Patrol. Gonna get Haze. Kazin is gonna dimensional shift and get out, but the Zerg wave is coming here into the bot lane, and this surely has to be it. Lurk Patrol heading in towards the core. Only 20% on the core. The Zerg wave's coming in. And ladies and gentlemen, do you believe in 12% magic? Because Lurk Patrol has come out and won game 1 here. Granted, this is a best-of-3 series. So A-MEI-ZING will have the opportunity to come back and try to secure themselves a win in this playoff matchup. However, I don't know. You got to give a lot of credit to Lurk Patrol. Come out here and take game 1 away from A-MEI-ZING. Take a look at some of the stats. Lasai putting up some solid numbers, as we would expect from one of the best players, if not the best player in the B West division. Hayes also having a nice solid amount of damage, but you look at the picks, you look at how these kills were obtained. Good focus fire from Lurk Patrol. They didn't have a lot of raw damage numbers, but all right. So it looks like the side of A-MEI-ZING once again is looking for that first pick. So Ace and the side of Lurk Patrol going to be able to take map number 2. Let's see what they want. We'll have to see what map we go to for game number 2 for Lurk Patrol. This is not how NGS teams are trained. They're not trained to make 2 map picks in a single game. So we'll see what Ace has up his sleeve. Yeah, Alex Straza barely got that Cleansing Flame off, man. That was close. Ektar barely getting it off. Whew. Game number 1. Lurk Patrol NA. Can they do it? Shock the world here. Alright. Like we are moving on into map number 2, which will be Volskaya Foundry. Sounds good to me. All right, the push to mute button. See if I can reset that up here. That didn't do it. Okay, good. It works. All right. Looks like we got everybody in to the lobby. Looks like we should have game 2 coming up for you guys real soon. Lightnex and the gang are ready. Things, I'm not gonna lie, it's a little bit itchy, but you know, the things we do for NGS, right? All right. So about 30 seconds. We'll go ahead and take a look at Skya Foundry real quick. Of course, kind of a similar map in some respects to Praxis Holdout, where a lot of it's really more about point pressure and being able to hold these control points. So I kind of like the comp that Lurk Patrol ran for that main idea. They were able to really do a nice job of point control. I'll have to see what adjustments A-MEI-ZING wants to make here. They do, of course, have their first pick, first ban. We're going to go ahead and take out Malthael right out the gate. I think that's a pretty good ban. You know, I think Malthael has been pretty influential in the meta recently. We'll see Alexstrasza banned on the other side. So not wanting to give Lightnex the Alexstrasza, particularly here.
Reckoning is at hand.
And so they will go directly into the Tyrael, which pretty strong pick. Tyrael is pretty solid. We saw Ace playing that pretty well in the first game, so A-MEI-ZING going to go ahead and take that for themselves here. Lurk Patrol looking for a quick 2-0 here. You know that if Ace is picking Skya Foundry, he's got a good reason for it. And he's got a plan. What is that plan from a drafting standpoint? I'll have to see. Only one way to find out, I suppose. Archangel, yeah, that is a good quote of the day. I like it. Or quote of the night. So we're going to see, once again, the Hanzo being picked up, but this time by Lurk Patrol. We're going to grab their ETC once again. Radic having some pretty influential ETC play that last game. And Li Ming coming out here from A-MEI-ZING. We've seen Lasai with some pretty epic Li Ming play. Wouldn't be entirely surprised to see A-MEI-ZING pairing that with another reset-centric hero. Could be a Greymane. Could possibly be the Genji, but I don't really see a whole lot of that coming out from A-MEI-ZING unless it's on Lasai. Lasai probably playing the Li Ming, so once again, they're going to put Lightnex onto the Malfurion. There's a lot of good sustained healing from A-MEI-ZING. Good Twilight Dreams. So, not surprised to see that coming out again here. Lurk Patrol's ban here. I don't really have any good choke opportunities for this ban. Tanks on both sides, backline damage on both sides. So really, for Lurk Patrol here, it's really just more of a matter of what they want to deny from A-MEI-ZING the most. Saw them take away Lasai's Alexstrasza, forcing him back to that Malfurion. So who do they want to target ban here? And it's going to be the Tassadar. Very interesting. We did see that in the last game from A-MEI-ZING, so not wanting to see that again. Suggesting that Lurk Patrol is wanting to do something a little bit more sustain heavy here on Volskaya, and not wanting to deal with that double support strategy that A-MEI-ZING went with last game. Axon, I can guarantee it won't be Hanamura. They haven't even reworked that yet. What are you talking about? Coming, though. It's coming soon, TM. So we'll see Kael'thas being hovered here. I think, amazing. And really appreciate the Kael'thas, or appreciated it too much, depending on your view. Last game. But they will land instead on the Uther ban. Pretty good ban. You know, you like the support chokehold when A-MEI-ZING has that Malfurion already, and Lurk Patrol doesn't yet have a support player. Does also suggest that they're wanting to go with a more burst-centric reset comp, which of course Li Ming already suggests. But Uther, one of the best anti-burst heroes in the game for supports. So I do like that ban also from that angle. Meanwhile, Lucio and Ragnaros picked up here by Lurk Patrol. Very interesting pickup with the Lucio. Because once again, you know, it's a lot of it's going into one target. Sound Barrier is pretty good at preventing some initial burst. But if it's all targeted on one, it can be kind of rough. And look at the front line coming in here from A-MEI-ZING. They mean business this game, ladies and gentlemen. This is an Enable the Li Ming comp. Illidan, Artanis, and Tyrael on the front line. And they are diving like a Russian submarine right now. At least as I'm sitting here viewing this game beforehand. And then they just have the Calamity Li Ming coming in behind it. Malfurion also waddling in. Get that Twilight Dream. Zarya going to be picked up on the other side, though, for Lurk Patrol. So they are more sustain heavy this game. Zarya, not a bad pickup. Does have the shields to be able to potentially help sustain through that burst. Also has good damage as well. So, game number 2. Who's gonna take it here? Where are you guys putting your money? That's the question. Not really, I'm kidding. No, there's no betting. Where are you guys putting your proverbial wait a minute. Why are we not seeing map number 2? Oh, that's why. Alright, there we go. We got it. We got it, team. Alright, loading in game number 2 of this round of 8 playoff match here. Lurk Patrol NA on the left, looking to make this a 2-0 victory. It is going to be Ace on the Zarya. Manby is going to be on the Ragnaros. Gunny on the Hanzo. Radic on ETC. And Ektar on the Lucio. On the right, it is amazing. Lasai is going to be on his classic Li Ming. We're going to have Tyrael, whose name's covered. GG. Nukes for Kids going to be on the Tyrael. Lightnex is going to be on the Malfurion. Kazin on the Artanis. And Hayes is going to be on the Illidan. Right away, Lurk Patrol coming to the mid, looking to see if they can find anyone. Will not find anyone initially. Meanwhile, we will see Ace stepping right up, getting some initial wave clear here. Definite wave clear advantage here in the mid so far. Looks like it is going to be the 4-man rotate, and with Lucio, that's what you would expect to see from Lurk Patrol. Do have very quick rotations. However, we will see Gunny splitting off to the bot lane, get a little bit of extra clear here in mid. And for now, A-MEI-ZING favoring more of a split, though they are going to go ahead and rotate to the top here, get that pushed in. In the bot lane, Illidan versus Rag. Very interesting matchup. We don't see a lot of Illidan in the current meta, so kind of an interesting matchup. Manby right now playing very passively, which I like. Illidan's most effective when you get up in his face and allow him to auto-attack you. Right now they're just doing the dance of the solo laner. Well, a bit of a rotational advantage for A-MEI-ZING, but that's mostly due to Kaizen splitting off to grab their hard camp up there, up top. Oh, and Ragnaros going down. Hayes able to do a nice job picking off the solo lane. Wins that solo lane outright. For the side of A-MEI-ZING, first blood going to them. Level 4 also coming in for A-MEI-ZING. They've got a slight level lead. They're playing a little bit more of a split non-rotation game to start off. So they got a little bit of XP from that and the kill. Well, the side of Lurk Patrol will go ahead and rotate to the top and clear out this top camp. We'll see the first control point coming out here. Will be in the mid lane, so both teams will have plenty of opportunities to decide whether they want to split push, if they want to rotate to it. And while two members of A-MEI-ZING already up here pressuring, we'll end up getting one of these top turrets from that camp and their push. And they'll rotate on down. So initially we're going to see A-MEI-ZING being able to cap here. With them still having to clear top, you know, makes sense that Lurk Patrol would give this up early. We'll have plenty of time to come in and contest this once again, though, if they do want to. Tyrael in top here. But for now, we have a 4v4 with ETC in the bot. I'm going to take some of this fighting out to lane. But for now, still charging for A-MEI-ZING as they come in to contest this. Will be a 5v5 though. Manby getting poked down a little bit low. Lasai hitting a nice combo onto Radic as well. The roots coming out as Zarya goes down. And Ace will end up falling. And instantly will split out Hayes to the bottom lane. And this is pretty much what you would expect out of A-MEI-ZING here in the early game. They have very quick, solid rotations. They have very good macro play. And so we will see them instantly taking this Protector into the mid lane. And souped up Protector. It's been increased quite a bit from its original release, where most people thought it was pretty weak. So they're able to get the front wall in mid. They'll come up to top and see what they can secure up here. For now, we will see a ton of damage coming out onto Gunny on the back end. They are doing a nice job of taking down this top fort. It does look like that is indeed what they are going to end up getting from this first Triglav Protector. Oh, an Ace getting taken down. Lasai popping off. Going after Gunny as well. And you give Lasai that level 7 Calamity. And he is going to use it guaranteed. Quick double kill there. 4-0 here for the side of A-MEI-ZING. And for now, we'll see the 2-level lead along with the level 10s coming in. So For the side of A-MEI-ZING, it's going to be the Twilight Dream Purifier Beam, along with the Sanctification, Wave of Force, and I don't know, probably the Hunt, but could also be meta. We've seen A-MEI-ZING play the Illidan and the Metamorphosis before, but he will go with the Hunt. So Hayes being the split pusher of this game makes sense. Plus they're looking for the one-man blow-up as they do get the swap onto Ektar. But is Kazin in too far here? Beam does go down onto ETC. The Hunt to finish off Zarya, and Ace goes down again in this matchup. Rough life for the Zarya when you don't really have any mobility to be able to counter all of this dive and pressure. Burst damage. Shields and the heals from Ektar are not quite enough, especially without that sound barrier 10. Now a 2.5 level lead for A-MEI-ZING. Lurk Patrol still an entire level away from getting their 10s. However, they should be able to pick it up sometime either before or during this next control point. They've got time to be able to get this up. Kazin actually getting hit by that knockback from Radic. They're able to get in there and get the pick as he tried to dash in, but Radic with that awesome face melt. Solid play there, and that's exactly what Lurk Patrol needed to get back into this one. They get themselves a pick, give them a little bit of breathing room. They're gonna go ahead and pick up the Lava Wave. Go ahead and clear out top lane. Speaking of those level 10s, they are coming in here for Lurk Patrol. There will be the Lava Wave along with Sound Barrier, Dragon's Arrow. And who knows? Still got 2 pending here. Radic, of course. 2 very popular ultimates. Ace also having 2 somewhat popular heroics on the Zarya. So we're gonna go ahead and hold those picks until they really need to use them. Makes a lot of sense. We will see Expulsion Zone coming out from Ace. Like they're still discussing what they want on the ETC. There are a few different possible counters to Mosh Pit. This is a pretty good map to have the stage dive on as well. The Illidan hunting into Manby here on the bottom lane. He's got him caught pretty well out, but Ace is going to come down. They're going to look to turn onto Hayes. Some nice poke damage out onto him. Now we do see it is going to be stage dive this game for Radic. So for now, it looks like they're going to go ahead and concede the beacon point. Lurk Patrol is going to go ahead and... oh, but they actually lose ETC in the mid. A full dive in from A-MEI-ZING. They get a very nice pick in that mid lane. But meanwhile, the other members of Lurk Patrol pushing in this bot lane. And be able to get themselves a front wall down here. Get a little bit closer to that level 13. Hayes diving in onto Gunny. Going to get some nice damage out. Hayes saying, no, really, get out of here. Meanwhile, we will see the Triglaw Protector coming out here for A-MEI-ZING. Going to be able to push in to this keep front wall. Takes that down in pretty short order. But Manby is going to go ahead and pop the Molten Core along with the Lava Wave. So quite a lot of pressure coming into the top lane. Lightneck's just going to go ahead and eat that. He likes the fire. No big deal. And we'll see them back up and wait out that Molten Core. I like that. I'll be able to start poking away at this keep. We'll go ahead and go in on it. And stun coming in from Hayes. And the blow up onto Lucio is good. Lasai now has those resets available. Not quite finding anybody with the combo. Stage diving almost right back into place as Kazin maybe in a little bit too far. In very low health and gets finished off by the core. Keeps OP. So they get the Lucio, but they end up giving up 2, and Radic is not done. Lurk Patrol coming in. They smell blood in the water. However, Lasai still full health. There are a few different low health members of Lurk Patrol. So they're going to think better of it here. I'm going to go ahead and back up. They do have Ektar back now, though. Radic. Find a couple of members there on his rotation to mid. It's a nice moment for Lurk Patrol to be able to try and get back into this one. They've been a little bit behind. They're still about a level behind, but level 16s should be in time for this next beacon point. It is also going to be in bottom, so they still have the well and the fort available down in bottom. So Lurk Patrol still definitely has a chance. Yes, I'm saying there's a chance taking this game number 2. Let me remind, ladies and gentlemen, a 12% probability based on power rankings for Lurk Patrol to win this series. The best 2 out of 3 in general. To win both games outright would have been a little bit less than 12%. So that's what they're looking to do here. Definitely looking to defy the odds tonight is Lurk Patrol. While A-MEI-ZING looking to secure themselves a spot in the top 4 in playoffs. They've got level 16. They're clearing out the top lane. And they're going to be looking to maybe pressure towards this top keep. They do have 16, so they do have that advantage going for them. They also have one of these turret camps, along with Hayes having that support camp. Manby will barely be able to get off the Molten Core. 5-man stun from the swing. Dragon's Arrow to follow. Radic goes in with the slide and the stun chain. So good. However, Ace is in a lot of trouble here on the back line with Hayes. Lucio actually the first one to fall, but Illidan goes down as he tries to go in there. And we will see the 1-for-1 exchange. Ace getting taken down though. Lasai turning just on a dime there. Getting all that combo damage out. Also spending all of his mana. But well worth it there for 2 of those picks. Side of Lurk Patrol pushing out a little bit too far. They had successfully defended their keep. They had also gotten a pick. Maybe could have walked away from that, but pushing out a little bit too far. That is what A-MEI-ZING excels at, is that macro play and that ability to just turn on a dime. They know exactly when the advantageous fights are. I'm going to go ahead and get onto this beacon point quickly and efficiently once again with their quick rotations. Man, be throwing out a little spray. Why not? They do have the ETC soaking in the top lane, but level 16s are definitely here for Lurk Patrol. And they do have the stage dive to be able to bring him in. Hunt is also available though. Stage dive does come in, and they're able to successfully push them back a little bit. Lightnex walks in and does get a big Twilight Dream. Not able to be punished for it though. The conveyor belt fun has only just begun. Sanctification coming down here. And the roots hit Zarya. And even the moving target ends up going down. Manby gonna end up falling next. And the resets are on for Lasai. Gunny able to jump over the wall and avoid that combo, but Radic is caught in no man's land here. And he's gonna end up being chased down and taken out. A 4-for-0 exchange. A-MEI-ZING coming in. Very nice work done here on Volskaya Foundry. We're going to see 2 going up to the top lane. Not even worrying about having any minion help. I'm going to go ahead and take this keep for free. I like it. Got now the Triglav Protector marching in towards the bot lane. I go ahead and shut down that fort. Level 20 is now in for A-MEI-ZING, and this is going to get tougher and tougher for Lurk Patrol as this match goes on, until they're able to get those heroic Storm tier talents, I should say, at level 20. Manby, we'll go ahead and hit the Molten Core once again. They do have good counter siege with that Molten Core. But you just see A-MEI-ZING yet again with the good macro play. They're just going to walk away. They know they don't need to fight into Molten Core. There's no point in that. So they go to mid. They'll go ahead and chunk down this mid front wall.
Our engineers have made good progress with them.
And they'll just go ahead and back out. They got what they came for. Top lane stacking up a bit here. First catapult coming down. Support camp going to be picked up. And the invasion of this top camp as well. Lava Wave, though. How can you forget Lava Wave? Going to completely clean out that top lane. Illidan hunting in on to Manby here. How about that rotation? He's going to be able to get out, though. Some of the members of A-MEI-ZING were coming in behind him, though. Right now, Lurk Patrol not looking to give that level 20 advantage fight. Oh, but a huge swap onto Gunny. Will jump over the wall, but Kaizen's in a good position after that swap to be able to get to him. Going to be another pick going over to A-MEI-ZING. Will allow them to play a little bit more aggressively than they might otherwise as they go in for this keep. Swap onto Radic as he's able to charge out. Slide out, I should say. Blaze charges, ETC slides. Keep does go down. Only the mid keep remaining now for Lurk Patrol. But it looks like A-MEI-ZING is looking to end the game right here. They do have the Illidan. Pretty good, solid siege damage and very difficult to take down on the keep. We'll see Lightnex throwing out that Twilight Dream. Ace getting very low. Manby also on the wrong side of town here. Lasai going to go ahead and scoop up a couple of picks with those resets. It's going to be a 3-for-0. Stage dive coming in, but that is going to be it. The GGs are going to be called as the core goes down. And ladies and gentlemen, A-MEI-ZING has come back here in game 2. And we are going to go on to a game number 3 here for our first playoff match. I believe our first playoff match of the season here for NGS Season 3. Please somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I didn't see another one on the slate tonight, but I could be wrong. Certainly the first one for the B West division. How about that? Taki calling out Quantaka for the trolling. We'll take a quick look at these talents for you guys as well. Purifier Beam was interesting, but it makes sense. There's not a whole lot of auto attack damage that Lurk Patrol would be able to take advantage of. Or I should say that Kaizen would be able to take advantage of denying. Otherwise, you know, kind of what you would expect on Volskaya. Illidan, you know, Hunt versus Metamorphosis can kind of go either way on this map. It's a big map, so you do often see the Hunt coming out. All right. So it looks like for now, that's they're going to go ahead and, well, not for now, but for game number 3, they're going to take first pick over on the side of Lurk Patrol. So this map choice will be A-MEI-ZING's. It's been an interesting couple of matches so far, that's for sure. Both of these teams coming out on the first available day of the playoffs and getting their matchup out right away. We'll have to see who's got it in the tank for this game number 3. I always find the concept of best of three is interesting in NGS because all season teams get used to just playing 2 games. So, you know, who's able to make those adjustments? Who's able to tweak their drafts or here and there? Who's able to spot the weaknesses and be able to exploit them by taking them to their map and getting their, getting their, not only their map pick, but, all right, so it looks like game number 3 is going to be played out on none other than Sky Temple. Very interesting map pick here for A-MEI-ZING. Sky Temple, of course, a map that favors good macro play, which is kind of their bread and butter over on A-MEI-ZING. So I'm not insanely surprised to see them go with that pick. Make sure that's all lined up. Looks like we're good. All right. So it looks like we got 1 minute bio break coming in, so it should be done very soon and ready for game number 3. Pretty exciting matchup here. Patrol, of course, the only team to be able to take a game off of A-MEI-ZING all season. Not surprised to see A-MEI-ZING come out in game number 2 and win, but the question is, does Lurk Patrol have anything left for A-MEI-ZING that they haven't shown yet? Because this is a nice thing about a game 3 in single elimination playoffs and these best of 3s is now there's no reason to hold anything back. Just flat out bottom line, you're just gonna go and do what you can do because, you know, you lose, you're out. And then you're moving on to season 4, hopefully. See what these guys have up their sleeves. Sky Temple, of course, a map that favors the map objectives, but also the nice thing about it is that the macro play can really negate a lot of the map objective if you play it right. If you have a camp pushing, you have the ability to get siege damage while the other team's so focused on taking the map objective that you can pretty much even out the exchange. Oh yeah. I'm ready, that's for sure. Get this game number 3 underway. So we do have the team swapping up sides here for this game number 3. It's going to be A-MEI-ZING on the left and Lurk Patrol on the right. First pick, first ban, going over to Lurk Patrol. Global is always a very high priority here on Sky Temple. But we've also seen a pretty high priority for this map on good split pushers that are also have a good ability to take camps as well as take on the map objective by themselves. Interesting that Lurk Patrol elects to ban out the Illidan. Potential global with the hunt. Good dive potential. Able to take camp solo. Respect ban because hunt on the minion, you know? So you gotta protect your minions. So A-MEI-ZING actually electing to ban out the Alexstrasza, which is a pretty interesting ban here. Allowing the Malthael through, so Lurk Patrol played the Malthael the first game and were very successful with it. A-MEI-ZING elected to ban it out in the second game.
Needs me.
So we're going to see A-MEI-ZING going back to the old reliable Tyrael and Li Ming. So of course, Li Ming, just a constant for A-MEI-ZING throughout the season. Anytime they can get Lasai on the Li Ming, that is something that you kind of expect from A-MEI-ZING. Something they're going to try to do. And they've also played a fair amount of Tyrael. Tyrael, of course, has been very strong in the meta as well. So right now, both teams picking strong meta picks. Who's going to balk first here and break out something different? Yeah, Ghost Dunk wants the Juice Pirates. I mean, if that's what you got in your bag of tricks, you know, if that's all you have in your bag of tricks, then I'm sorry, that's a bummer. But if that's what you got in your bag of tricks, then you pull it out in game number 3, right? That's Hanzo coming out here for Lurk Patrol. And the Lucio. So they go back to the Lucio that we saw last game. I don't know about that call. Lucio, it struggles a lot against the Li Ming reset burst style. So the Lucio into the Ming is kind of rough. But we'll see. We'll see if Lurk Patrol has something else up their sleeve. Of course, Malthael, pretty good at sustaining. Hanzo, decent at being able to try to avoid the Li Ming damage with his ability to jump over a wall and try to get away. We'll have to see. ETC ban coming out from A-MEI-ZING. The Haka ban in response. I like the denial of the globals from Lurk Patrol here. They know that A-MEI-ZING's macro is their strong suit, so you give them somebody good on this map like a Dahaka that can split push and then be able to brush Stalker in to the team fights. That's going to be something that they're going to use very effectively. Looking at A-MEI-ZING, they got 2 picks here. They want to go with a third Malfurion is the question. Definitely been what Lightnex has been favoring this series. Doesn't have the ability to take the Alexstrasza, which is one of his go-tos. Another one of his go-to heroes is, of course, the Ana, who we've seen him play pretty often throughout the course of the NGS season. The Malfurion pairs well with the Ming simply due to the Tranquility, or not the Tranquility, but the Innervate aspect of it. Able to constantly give those Innervates and that extra mana back to Li Ming. They are going to go to the Ana. So Artanis coming out once again. Kaizen doing a nice job with that last game. And we'll have the Ana checking in for game number 3 here. I mean, let's just be honest here. Lasai is scary as it is. Lasai with Nano Boost? That's just terrifying. That's not something I want to deal with if I'm Lurk Patrol. So the question is, for the memes, what is Lurk Patrol going to do here? We've seen Lurk Patrol with some interesting strategies here this season, particularly on this map. I seem to remember all the way back to week 1, their match against a certain team called Divine 9 on this map, where we saw the Lucio paired with the Johanna and the Azmodan. Do we see that again here? Gonna go a little bit more standard. You know, again, your back's against the wall. Game number 3. You're fighting those 12% odds, and you're gonna bring in the king of the dunks, Azmodan. Lurk Patrol breaking out the cheese here for game number 3. Also with the Anubarak, they decide not to pair it with the Johanna. Actually, I'm not sure if it was Johanna. It might have been. I don't actually remember what tank it was, but it was definitely Lucio and Azmodan. Lucio enabling for those quick rotations to allow Azmodan to get from lane to lane and stack that taste for blood. And of course, Anubarak, a good counter to the frontline heroes like Artanis with that web wrap. Could also just put it down on Lasai Li Ming does have a good ability to take that out with Disintegrate. If Li Ming decides to go Disintegrate, Nubarak could elect to put the web wrap on Li Ming with Disintegrate or put it on somebody else if it is indeed the Wave of Force once again. But we'll see the Greymane coming out from A-MEI-ZING to close out the draft. Full reset comp coming out for A-MEI-ZING, and you know, both of these teams coming out here in game number 3 and going with their bread and butter on the season. You know, Lurk Patrol generally throughout the season has done some very interesting, innovative things. Be able to pick off wins and try to get wins that maybe the odds say that they shouldn't. Meanwhile, A-MEI-ZING has just kind of done their standard, you know, their game. Oh, I apologize, Ghost Dunk. I might be... I will go ahead and check my levels. I appreciate the feedback about the feedback. Oh, I'm right on the dot with 50, so it'd be good. Go ahead and lower it just a tad bit here. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, time to get hyped. We are here in game number 3 here for the Nexus Gaming Series B-West Division Playoff Top 4. It's going to be A-MEI-ZING on the left. Lightnex is going to be on the Ana. Nukes for Kids is going to be on the Tyrael. Haze is going to be on the Greymane. Lasai back on his classic Li Ming. And Kazin on the Artanis. While on the right, Lurk Patrol looking for the upset of the century here. We're going to have Ace on the Azmodan. Ektar is going to be on the Lucio. Radic is going to be on the Nubarak. Gunny on the Hanzo. And we're going to have Manby on the Malthael. Both teams going to go ahead and split out to lane pretty quickly here. Azmodan going directly to the top lane to get a little bit of extra clear. Now we'll see the rotation coming in. Ace will go ahead and back off there. A little bit extra clear. Interesting first choices here. You know, I would have expected the Azmodan maybe go to the bot lane first. Manby possibly rotating up to the top. Ace start by rotating around. It is indeed going to be the Taste for Blood. Not a great start. Couple of waves in, only 4 minions so far. Not going to get any off the bottom lane as Manby's got that cleared up already. And look at the instant camp rotation here from A-MEI-ZING. As soon as those were up, 20 seconds later, they've got it. They're already pressing the top lane. And this is what we talk about with A-MEI-ZING and their amazing macro play. I'll try to find a different word than amazing to describe how this team plays in the future, by the way. But, they do go ahead and get this camp. They're going to go ahead and push it into the top front wall here. And they've got Haze up here. Got pretty amazing siege damage on that Greymane. Lightnex also doing what he can to try and help keep Haze in the games. Actually misses a couple of those Qs, but is able to go ahead and keep his team topped off. Level 4 coming in pretty quickly here for A-MEI-ZING. Get through this front wall in short order. Right now, Lurk Patrol just doesn't have a really good answer to this. They don't have very much wave clear before level 4 comes in for Gunny. Does eventually get that extra scatter arrow damage, but damage kind of already done here. Now Ace having 30, but gets caught out. Will be blown up there. Lasai and Haze getting a lot of the damage, but Lightnex actually, with that poison damage, able to finish him off. He had just a tiny sliver of health. If he had had another second, maybe could have gotten to that healing well and been okay, but... I mean, there are a lot of things that can make it difficult for an Azmodan to stack up Taste for Blood, but nothing does it quite like dying. Definitely the most difficult scenario to have to deal with. Well, we will see for now these teams go ahead and trade out the temples to start this off. All that extra damage that had been done in the top lane by A-MEI-ZING, giving them an inherent advantage from getting that top one. They'll be able to get the fort and have the shots going directly onto this bottom fort. Well, for now, Lurk Patrol continues to hold this, but there are 3 members of A-MEI-ZING here. They are contesting this, while Malthael and Artanis dueling in the bot lane. But in this 4v3, Lurk Patrol is able to cap most of the shrine, but actually Lurk Patrol stepping off it for a moment to get healed up. A couple shots going over to A-MEI-ZING. While Mambi, with the help of that Azmodan passive, or trait, I should say. It's not really passive. You do have to use it. The trait coming out here from Ace, able to get a little extra pressure in the bot lane. Gonna force the response from A-MEI-ZING. Meanwhile, Lurk Patrol gonna go ahead and grab their top camp as well. Play a little macro of their own here. You see again, you know, the A-MEI-ZING sees missing members. Oh, and the sleep dart to cancel out the Q from Asmo there. That was pretty great. 56 stacks so far. Ace did decide to take that upgrade at level 7. Will allow those globes to come in more quickly. We catch the members of A-MEI-ZING off guard. I'll tell you what, Lurk Patrol is not worried here in the early game about falling behind. The Azmodan is all about the late game, so they're going to give up some structure damage. They look for a pick on Hayes, but just barely missing the dunk there. It's Ace. Might have been enough damage. It's 66 stacks, huh? Yeah, could have been. Oh, up here we got Radic and Nukes for Kids. And you know, with that level 1 talent on the Tyrael, it's going to be a pretty rough clear. Anti-siege is able to get from those shields. It's just ridiculous. However, Ace is going to get a nice Q stack here. Be able to jump up nicely. Up to 88 now. Level 10's coming in here for A-MEI-ZING. Lurk Patrol only about a level behind. You know, that's not too bad for the Asmo comp. They've been playing pretty carefully. Only the 1 pick so far onto that Asmo. So it is indeed going to be the Nano Boost along with the Suppression Pulse, or not the Suppression Pulse, but the Purifier Beam. Same thing we saw in the last game, along with Go for the Throat, Wave of Force, and Sanctification. So no surprise to see that Wave of Force coming out once again. They're looking for that burst damage potential. Level 10's coming in for Lurk Patrol. We're going to see the Black Pool on the Azmodan, along with the Cocoon, Sound Barrier, Last Rites, and Dragon's Arrow. Pretty much standard, what you would expect to see for the most part from both teams. Not a whole lot of auto attacks over on the side of Lurk Patrol, so once again, not surprised to see the Purifier Beam over the Suppression Pulse. 106 stacks now for Ace, as Lurk Patrol takes over this temple for the moment. Radic walking out here. Lightnex denying the healing there for a bit. This is a 4v5. Artanis is in the top lane, and Lurk Patrol sees this. Not able to get in there quick enough to deny the camp, but Nukes for Kids might be in a little bit of trouble. Ace does have that beam on him. We'll see the Sanctification coming out, but the dunk comes in. However, Lasai going to turn around and dunk him in response. They're going to end up with a 3-for-1 exchange there. Tyrael goes down, but instant turn on the boss here by A-MEI-ZING. Realizing that they've got a big man advantage. Dunk comes in, does get some nice damage onto Hayes, but nothing that Lightnax can't take care of. One of the things that sometimes Azmodan comps can struggle with is that you do good chunk damage, but if you don't have somebody to go in and finish off those kills, it can be pretty difficult to actually get kills off of those Asmodunks. Lightnex, however, getting low, and is going to be taken out there by the last rights. And that is going to be one stack onto those last rights there for Mandy. Oh, Hay is able to dodge the black-pooled orb there from Ace. But a nice pick for Lurk Patrol. Give them a little boost in XP. See them backing up. Boss, all the while, has been pushing. Does eventually get taken down by that keep front wall. For now, we do see the double temple spawn. And for now, we'll also see his pause coming in. Apparently, Ace is having some high ping. Can't have high ping on the Asmo. That's just rough. That's just too difficult to deal with. Let's be honest. By the way, let me know if the sound levels are any better. I turned it down a bit, so if you guys are having a hard time hearing me, please let me know. 2 minutes from now. Hello, this is a message from the future. Replay I'm seeing is that triple kill there by Lasai. Ah, man, when you give Lasai Li Ming, man, you're asking for trouble. For now, Lurk Patrol's still very much in this. They're about a level behind, but again, you know, with the Asmo, you're all about the late games, so. All right, we are back in game number 3 here.
Blue team has destroyed a fort.
Ace up to 148 right now on the count. Slowly stacking his way towards that 500. Don't really have a whole lot of good tools over on the side of Lurk Patrol to help him stack. Of course, once he gets high enough and in that stack count with the black pool, he will be able to just take those out instantaneously. The 1Q. The side of A-MEI-ZING, stealing the camp up in the top lane. Double camp here in the bot lane for Lurk Patrol though, so good macro play and response as both these teams trading out the temples. See Ace going up and clearing out that top lane along with Manby. Both teams right now just kind of playing the macro game. A-MEI-ZING not really wanting to force a fight here on equal talent tiers. They're wanting to wait to get that 16. Huge wave in bot though, aided by that general. You see Kaizen goes instantly and just wipes that out. No problem with him with that amateur opponent. And the double strike. Meanwhile, Radic does go in here. Artanis is in the bot lane. They're looking to force. They're going to hit the cocoon on to Lightnex. However, the beam comes in and completely annihilates that. Sound barrier in response here from Ektar. Ace looking for the dunk. Hits it on the Greymane. Malthael falling in response, though. And now they've given Lasai the resets. Ektar very low. Well, maybe the wrong direction there. Right into Lasai and those Ming resets, and that's going to be a 3-for-1 exchange. Gunny getting very low here. Ace escaping out the top, or at the bottom, I should say, that team fight. Now, once again, amazing. Able to turn that team fight. They're going to be able to get the level 16 advantage off of that. They might even be looking at a little bit of extra damage onto this mid keep, and they will go in on it. Gunny able to finish that scatter shot talent. Level 1 there. Off of this. And these are some pretty good spawns here for Lurk Patrol. If it had been in mid, it would have targeted this mid keep first, but whether Amazing takes the top or bottom, it's going to target those respective keeps first. So, have to see if they're able to get enough to get any of these keeps. For now, Amazing is going to the bot lane. Looks like they're going to go ahead and prioritize that bot temple, which had already taken a little bit of harassment from the boss previously. A little more health on the top one, so makes sense that they'd go ahead and take that. Meanwhile, I like this call. 5 members in bot here for Amazing. So they have just the Anubarak up in the top lane. Uh-oh. Like we got Lasai crashing now. DCs abound here in game number 3. Oh, I'm clipping. Okay. Well, you know, good thing we have a pause. That'll give me a chance to, if I could figure out what is going on here. Let's just try turning down the mic level down a little bit. Turn this back up. And that should be a little bit more even. Give that a shot. I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. Staying up late into the night. See the conclusion of this best of 3 match here. Lurk Patrol is about ready to get level 16 here. I mean, one of the major hurdles getting towards the end of this match. Them to be able to get back into it. Amazing is not really in a very good position to try and engage on them out of this either, so we'll have to see. Taking a look at some of these talents. Not surprised to see the full double strike there from the Artanis into the triple strike into the Titan. I think it's Titan Killer. Yeah, Titan Killer. There you go. Yeah, full blink build coming in from Lasai once again. Calamity and everything. Right into the diamond skin. Like a lot of times we don't see the diamond skin taken, but a little extra sustain in there never hurt anybody. 236 stacks for Ace here. 13 minutes in. Not too bad. Again, he doesn't really have a whole lot of tools for helping him to be able to stave that off. Or to be able to group them up and get them quicker. Other than that, you know, seems pretty ordinary on the talents. Size 16 out of 20 on those piercing darts. Huh. Manby is watching the stream. Stream sniper! That's okay. All right. Back on into the match we go.
It seems a hero has taken my advice and left the battle.
Thai is back. Instantly go and grab the camp in bot lane. Oh, this is gonna be close. Should get this keep though.
A pity. The hero came back.
Shoot that down and give one extra shot over to the mid keep, but not quite enough to take that down.
Red team has destroyed a fort.
Big dunk onto Lightnex. However, we'll be able to back up for now. Healed up. Second camp taken here in the bot area. For now, A-MEI-ZING is just playing for 20. That's really their big play, is to get 20, force Lurk Patrol into a bad situation. They do have the Asmo to try and side clear some of these, but they don't have something as powerful as, say, a Ragnaros to be able to help them in that. Braddock caught out a little bit on the Anubarak, but he does have that Burrow Charge available. Nukes for Kids not quite able to get to Gunny there. That holy ground. And a 3-man orb coming in. Lightnex will start the heals. Lightnex does have good sustain healing. Be able to take care of those Asmo chunks. Wow, we will see 284 now on the stacks for Ace. As he has started to be able to, you know, just global these minion waves. Really what you look for, and when it really starts to stack up. Well over halfway now, that 500. Oh, the camp is stacking up here on top. Canis is rotating to deal with this, but again, it's the Asmodan with that general doing a little bit of extra damage to the minions. Meanwhile, in the bot, a bit of a scrimmage started around the boss. For now, Kaizen continuing to clear that up. I don't know. This is a good opportunity for Lurk Patrol. They've got the 4v5 here if they decide to engage. You can see Manby's in position for it. Lightnex actually taking a big blow there. Manby goes in, but is going to be targeted by that Purifier Beam and taken out. Reset going over to Lasai. And even before Artanis gets here, Hayes getting low. Ace finishing him off. We'll see the Holy Ground. Nukes for Kids, but they've aggroed the boss. And the boss starting to chunk members left and right. Lightnex goes down to a huge dunk there from Ace, but a Anubarak falling in the top. That's going to end up being a 2-for-2 exchange. Ace is caught out, though, realizing that he cannot get away from Kaizen. Lucio falling as well. All of a sudden, this has become a tough moment. Lurk Patrol. Ace actually escaping out the back door there.
Red team's core is under attack.
Looks like A-MEI-ZING might be looking to finish it up right here. Lasai gets chunked by that orb. Oh, having to back up, use the diamond skin. Ace have another one. And him. Oh, the dunk. So close. Not quite able to hit. Oh, but Li Ming falls. I didn't even see it. I was trying to follow Li Ming, but she kept blinking all over the place. Is that a Hanzo arrow? That dragon's arrow? I don't know what that was. Either way, Li Ming falls here. Level 20s are now in for A-MEI-ZING. Kind of fighting all over the place there. Teams are starting to get scrappy. Welcome to Game 3, ladies and gentlemen. We do see the boss maybe going to be started. Yep, they will go ahead and get on it. Level 20s here, but without Lasai, A-MEI-ZING doesn't really want to contest this. Top Temple comes up here for A-MEI-ZING, and that's probably the worst spawn that you could see if you're A-MEI-ZING. They do get on it very quickly, but it's going to be going on to the top keep, which is going to be able to survive quite a few of these shots. Meanwhile, Lurk Patrol kind of putting their all in here into this bot. They're able to pick up both of these camps, so they've got a couple of these siege camps pushing along with this boss. Greymane's still up in the top, but that is not going to be enough to get the top keep. Just barely surviving there. His orbs are coming in and chunking out. Kaizen actually getting trolled by the tornado and then stunned by the boss. Braddock goes in, but doesn't quite hit with any of those stuns. Boss is taking down the keep, and this push is strong. Push is being empowered by Ace and that general. They are looking to end the game right here. The boss goes in. A do-or-die moment for Lurk Patrol as they go in. The sound barrier comes out from Ektar. The Haze going in with that go for the throat. Not able to quite get to Ektar, but the kill comes down onto a Nuvarak. The resets are in. Lasai very healthy as they're on the chase. Manby going to be taken out here shortly, along with the Malthael. 3-0 for A-MEI-ZING, and that might just be it here. The top lane is stacking up for that keep. They are looking to go across the map. They've got quite a bit of time to be able to try and finish here. Lightneck's trying to get everybody healed up. Have that upgraded Q. Both keeps are going to fall. They do have possible defense here with Ace, but he doesn't have enough mana. It's just too long for the members to get up. The shields are now down. The orb comes in, hits 3, but we are going to see Lasai coming in with that nano boost. The sanctification goes down, and that is it. Game number 3 and the series going over to A-MEI-ZING. Gosh, you got to give a lot of credit to Lurk Patrol there. But for a second there, I thought that this might have been it. They came in and they had that big push into bot. Not quite able to finish it off though. And A-MEI-ZING able to escape with a victory here tonight. See if we can reach out the Lightnecks and see if we can get an interview going. An incredible matchup between teams. Excellent. Check the VOD, and Li Ming died to some next level geometry. Yeah, that makes sense. Pretty strong. Next level geometry. Either way, what a series between these teams. Back and forth. Just excellent gameplay all around. All right. Let's...
Hello.
Hello. I am joined by team captain for A-MEI-ZING, Lightnex. How you guys feeling after that matchup?
Kind of shaky. It was somewhat difficult the first game, definitely.
Yeah, overall a very close series. Did you guys expect it to be that close against Lurk Patrol?
Not really. We messed up a few times in draft and in execution, so that was really bad by us. But yeah, we definitely expected it to not be close at all.
So they come out in game number 3. They choose the Azmodan comp against you guys. Is that something you had scouted out and prepared for, or was that a complete surprise for you guys?
We didn't know they play Azmodan or anything like that. We saw that and we were like, okay, they play what we would consider a suboptimal comp into us, and so yeah.
All right, so I gotta say that as usual in this series, 2 games for Lasai, 2 wins on that hero. Who's your MVP and why is it Lasai?
Oh boy, I feel like that's a weighted question. Yeah, I guess you said it there. Lasai definitely was able to clean up a lot of kills and get us those team fights that we needed.
All right, so looking ahead to your guys' next matchup, we're going to see on Wednesday night, right here on this channel actually, at 7:30, we're going to see the matchup between Drop Dead Gorgeous and Dank Team. Who would you guys rather face in that matchup?
We're down to play either one. I don't think either team is particularly strong against us. I think we'll have a fun time playing against anyone.
All right, Lightnex. Well, congratulations on the big win. You guys are moving on to the Final Four for Division B. Any shout-outs you want to make?
Shout out to my team. We had a rough time, but we definitely held it together and played good. Shout out to Lasai's friends who are watching at home, his cousins and whatnot. Shout out to Mackie, who couldn't be here, but he's our other guy that's on our team. And shout out to anyone who's watching, really. Just hope you guys enjoy NGS. Definitely a fun league.
Indeed it is. Well, thank you very much, my friend. Go enjoy your win with your team, and we'll see you guys in the next round.
All right. Thank you, Jason.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, that's going to do it for me tonight for NGS. What an epic matchup we had tonight between these two teams. Congratulations to A-MEI-ZING, and congratulations to Lurk Patrol. They fought back in the late season, made it into the playoffs, and they gave A-MEI-ZING a really, really awesome matchup here tonight. And for NGS, I want to thank everybody for coming out, hanging out late with us. Don't forget to follow if you want to see more NGS action. Also subscribe to YouTube, where I'll be uploading quite a lot of my NGS matches, the NGS breakdowns, and all that stuff moving forward. And until next time, guys, have a good night. See you guys later.